In the year 50, Paul set off on a second evangelistic trek, a 3,000-mile trip that would take him into Europe. From the start, it was a journey fraught with new challenges and perils. Athens, intellectual center of the ancient world, home to countless philosophers and a pantheon of gods. Upon entering the city, Paul followed his usual course, heading straight for the main place of worship, the Acropolis. To his chagrin, pagan temples lined the streets.
There was a temple on every corner. It was, the Starbucks of its day. You would walk around and there would be a temple to this god, a temple to that deity.
Paul was made furious by the idea of this city in the grip of paganism. In the marketplace near what is known as the Tower of the Winds, Paul debated his idea of salvation with city philosophers. But they thought Paul crazy for babbling on about Jesus. To them, just a scandalous deity raised from the dead. Undeterred by the Athenians' incredulous response, Paul went in search of some godly ammunition. The Parthenon. No pagan temple in Athens was more imposing. Built in the 5th century BC, this massive structure paid homage to Athena, the city's patron goddess. But to make sure no idol was overlooked in worship, an altar had been erected to a deity Athenians dubbed the unknown god. Paul believed this pagan affectation was exactly the fuel he needed to light the fires of Greek salvation. Near a bluff west of the Acropolis, Paul tried to explain his teachings to a group of concerned citizens known as the Council of Areopagus. Hoping to appeal to these Athenians on their own terms, Paul used the pagan weapon he had discovered in the Parthenon.
You Athenians, I see that in every respect you are very religious. For as I walked around looking carefully at your shrines, I even discovered an altar inscribed, "To an unknown God." What therefore you unknowingly worship, I proclaim to you.
But Paul's assertion that Jesus was the unknown God failed to rouse much more than derision. Most Athenians remained unmoved, and Paul made very few converts. Disappointed but determined, he took his message west to the Roman province of Corinth.